Greetings, greetings, beautiful butterflies. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Coming on here today to let you guys know I'm getting ready to go get a colon cleanse. And right after that, I'm going to get into our energy read, a weekly energy read, the second one. And then as well, I'll begin posting the monthly zodiac readings. Remember, the intro will go on the Butterfly Transformations channel. And then you all, as members of Patreon, will get the exclusive drill down individual zodiac readings as well as the intro. But I'm really excited for January. I hope you guys are having a great new year. I'm going to get this colon cleanse because it's a great time to clear out the old and make room for the new. And we store a lot of emotions. And not just physical debris, but emotional and mental debris is stored in the gut, which is really like our second brain. The research is phenomenal on how the health of our gut determines our longevity. And so this is a really, really great opportunity to go to a doctor that I trust, Dr. Imani here in the Atlanta area, and go ahead and get a colon cleanse. And I'll talk a little bit more about that later and give some more details and reasons why it's really, really a great time if you've never had a colon cleanse. And even if you have, at the beginning of a new year, after being in a space of releasing some things emotionally and setting new goals and focuses for a different time, it's a wonderful, wonderful way to really, really support yourself, your health and wellness and so forth and so on, and your physical and mental and emotional constitution by getting a colon cleanse. So anyway, just wanted to let you guys know, sometime probably after 4 or 5 today, I'll start getting in those readings, and I look forward to seeing you. Happy New Year. So I'm at Dr. Imani's Now Wellness. Okay, so this is the contraption. This is the colon hydrotherapy machine. And as you can see, there's this tube here that is sanitized, that is covered, that you place in your anus, and you lie back here on this table. You pull forward to make sure your bottom is here. And this flushes filtered water throughout your entire colon as you lie here for 1 hour or maybe 55 minutes. Oh yeah, you're going to undress from the bottom down using this for modesty. You'll lie down, you'll be very comfortable, and you'll have your colon cleansed. So all of that yucky stuff that's been accumulating, the parasites, the everything that hosts the unhealthy things in your gut, you have an opportunity to get some of that stuff out that has been in there for goodness knows how long. It is a very, very pleasant experience. Very, very pleasant. He provides all of the stuff you need hygienically, to make for a very, very comfortable experience. I've been doing this for some years now, but I haven't been in a while. I've been doing this for about 8 years, I think, off and on. It is truly a wonderful experience. You lose a few pounds when you leave here. We'll talk about some of the aftercare later. I'm lying here on the table. Got a couple of my tarot friends here. I'm comfortable. I'm feeling good. Temperature is fine. I have already inserted that almost straw size interesting thing. And I'm already filling up. And I'm feeling things fall down. Not things, you know what. Feces, for lack of a better word. I'm feeling that go down into the colon hydrotherapy, bucket, if you will. Like I said, it's pretty comfortable. It's much more comfortable than one might think it is. When the water fills up the lower part of the intestines, you feel a tad bit of pressure, but you have to do nothing. You don't have to do any pushing. You don't have to do any straining. The water causes the intestines, the colon, to become hydrated, and the fecal matter just starts to plunge out. And I find the longer that I'm on this contraption, the more tends to come out. You'll start to hear it splash. And you'll be like, oh my God, what was that? What was that? What was that steak I had 5 years ago? So I'm going to show you what the other side of this looks like. So as you can see, I'm lying here. Okay. This affects the flow of the water. You don't need to touch that. This is sort of like a mild heating pad for comfort. This is what I've placed over my legs. You can see my foot here. I'm over that opening, and I'm just allowing my colon to feel. And it's a very painless, very easy process. You don't have to think of gross, like you don't smell anything. You are not getting wet in any way. You're very comfortable. I do feel like I have a sense of all the junk I had the last few days, though. I don't know. That's a new one on me. But this is a very, like I said, painless process. And hubby's taking care of this today, but I recall typically paying $50 or $60, which is great. A great rate, considering the going rate, which can vary across geographic locations, but the going rate is usually $75 to $150. So this is an excellent rate, literally, for, like I said, close to an hour. And if you take a look at this up here, I think it says, if you want more time, 20 minutes is $23.50, an extra 40 minutes is $51. So you can just text more time to the number. And actually, if you're in the Atlanta area, his number is 770-454-1363. That's Dr. Armani's number, but he does quite a bit more work than just this. There's so much more that he contributes in terms of health and wellness. Again, it's the Nile Wellness is the name of the center, the Nile Wellness Center. So you can find Nile Wellness Center online. All right. So I will be sitting here for another 40-50 minutes, and I will check in with you all later. Now, my plan, because this cleans everything out of the digestive tract. Typically, I've not been concerned with the gut flora. You just eat normally and smart over the next few days, decent nutrition, and you're fine. But one of the things I am going to do, let me let that pass. One of the things that I am going to do, that feels like a blockage. What the? When I go home today is I'm going to have some miso soup. Miso is a fermented type of soup that a lot of Koreans eat. It's extremely good for replenishing the gut flora. I will add some seaweed, some green onion, and a little bit of mushroom. It's mostly a broth. It's very light, and it's excellent. It's very, very healthy for you. So I've had some miso in my refrigerator forever from the farmer's market. So I'm just going to take that, add some water, throw in some seaweed, along with the green onion, and I'm adding a little mushroom. And that will be delicious and very light, and will take me into the evening. I forgot to also mention this little thingy here. I can't think of what it's called, but I know we have it in a lot of Muslim countries. In most Muslim homes, you'll find this beside the toilet so that you can wash yourself after going to the bathroom, whether you have a number 1 or number 2. So you use this at the end just to give you an added sense that, you know, you're clean and fresh and all that good stuff. But there's warm water in here, and actually feels very, very good. When you get in the habit of using one of these in your home, and you can easily pick them up from Home Depot and install it right beside your toilet, you will wonder how you ever just use toilet paper. You'll be like, oh my gosh, how am I really getting clean with toilet paper? And if you use baby wipes, you'll know what I'm talking about. But yeah, this is a wonderful little tool. We have some stuff inside of me today. Hence this double chin that I've been growing for the last month. But you know what is so weird about this? This is going to sound really funny to you guys. But I used to wet the bed when I was a kid. And I struggled with bedwetting for a while. My dad helped me to overcome it. But one of the things that is so unusual, and for anyone who's wet the bed before, they can identify with this. There's a moment when you're wetting the bed where you're in between sleep and wake, but you're in a deeply relaxed state. And you have a sense, you're dreaming that you're on the toilet, literally. You're dreaming that you are on the toilet and you can let go. But there's maybe your conscious mind is interceding and telling you that you're not on the toilet, that somewhere deep within the unconscious mind, I don't know which of those minds, but you're saying, I'm on the toilet, I can go. And when you let go, it is this feeling of great pleasure or release, because I don't know how to describe it. You're releasing something that you've been holding, because you're in the bed and you need to go to the bathroom, but you are not awake enough to get up and go. You're in a very, very deep sleep. So when you begin to release, the feeling is one of great satisfaction. And as soon as you begin to release, most of the time, that's when you realize you're wetting the bed and you wake up and you're like, oh my God, oh my gosh. But this is so weird, because that was something that characterized my life as a young person until I was maybe in the first grade, I think. Off and on, I struggled with that. And then even as I got a little older, I would have an accident every now and then because I would sleep so deeply. But it's weird, because something about this triggers that. It triggers that memory. So as I lie here and I feel my colon filling up and things are releasing, once the colon starts to fill up, you feel a mild pressure, right? It's not painful. But as the fecal matter is released and it comes out, and remember, you're feeling the flow of water leaving your body as well, you have a great sense of release. And in that sense of release, I'm taken back in my subconscious to a memory that reminds me of that experience. So it's really a triggering event at times for me, that if you can't relate, hopefully you'll find some comic relief in what I'm saying. I know it's the craziest thing, but for those of you who've ever wet the bed before, you can identify with what I'm talking about. That feeling and that knowing and swearing that you can release and let go. When you have that experience repeatedly as you're having the colon cleanse, so it can be a triggering event that takes you back. But anyway, I'm going to read my little tarot book and enjoy the rest of this experience, and I will talk with you all later. I gotta tell you, I feel 100% better than what I felt when I came in. I feel absolutely wonderful. I'm energized. I feel much lighter. I let some pounds go in there. Oh my gosh, I feel really, really good. And I got to tell you, I had some stuff to let go of. I had all of 2019 for sure to let go of, but I definitely feel 100% better. And I encourage you, if you've never had a colon cleanse before, if you never benefited from colon hydrotherapy, it is something that you need to think about, because when you consider what we eat, when you consider the distortion in the food supply and the energy behind the attitudes and the way we eat mindlessly, and just so many things that aid to our overall sense of imbalance in body, mind, and spirit, getting this will go a long way to helping you to recenter and feel better and to feel like you're getting a new start.